Yeah, we moved on to another classic title, which somehow I had never played before. Somehow I had never played Mario Galaxy growing up. I got Mario Odyssey when it came out that holiday and basically played it for a month straight. I also played Mario Sunshine back as a kid. That was like my Mario game growing up. Somehow, though, the games in the middle of those 3D Mario titles, the Galaxy games, some of the best reviewed and best remembered 3D Marios. How did I miss that one? And the quick answer is there was a time in my life where my younger brother and I were collecting our own games, and we were like, this is my game, and we wanted to have our own experiences. And a lot of it was like we weren't necessarily telling each other, don't play my games. We just were like, I want to play my own games to give me my own sense of identity. And so Galaxy and Galaxy 2 were my little brother's games. So I didn't play them. And that's really the whole story. I missed out on a really classic title for years for a pretty trivial reason. That being said, the game still holds up. I played it on the 3D All-Stars collection. We'll talk about the controls in a sec and how they compare the Wii versus the Switch controls. But I was just really blown away. Nintendo always has great level design, but I mean, Galaxy is reviewed as one of their best games for a reason. Just the ideas happening here are really awesome. The level of difficulty in Galaxy 1 wasn't super high, which means it was mostly a game of vibes. I played Mario Galaxy 1 for a long time, got about 85 stars, and then that's when I started getting curious as to what made Galaxy 2 different from Galaxy 1. Was it a sequel, just an extension of Galaxy 1? And if I were to describe Mario Galaxy 1 versus Mario Galaxy 2, Mario Galaxy 1 is Mario in space, and then Galaxy 2 is Mario's space. Mario themed space, if that makes sense. Galaxy 2, you have a lot more deviations from just it's a level set in the cosmos. You get a lot of abstract, very Nintendo Mario-y levels that just use a lot of these space mechanics, and the game is a lot more gameplay focused because of that. Galaxy 1, it's a game where Mario is placed in space and it's vibes. Galaxy 2 is a true Mario game with that level of challenge as well. It's one of the harder Mario games I've actually played, and in a satisfying way. I'm losing a lot, but I'm also consistently making it farther in the level, and the trial and error loop in Galaxy 2 is very nice. Yeah, Galaxy 1 truly is a much easier game, with the exception of like some levels that force in some really bad motion controls, which basically artificially spikes Galaxy 1's difficulty. That game is not really hard at all. Hi, Bingo. You want to be on camera? Say hi. What's your thoughts on Galaxy 1? Well, Mario Galaxy 1 is not as fun because my father holds a controller and I can't really mess with the cord for that. I much prefer Galaxy 2, which for some reason was never given an HD remake, and I like the nunchuck cord because I can chew on it. Thanks for your input, Bingus. He's like, I hate this, let me down.
Yeah, I just wanted love from you.
I just wanted to say hi, I didn't want to get whored out for the camera. In general, I really appreciate the implementation of gyro controls in the 3D All-Stars port. Using a gyroscope cursor to collect star bits and do other motion control challenges was pretty seamless, and if your cursor ever fell off center, you just had to press one button to recenter it in the screen, meaning you could move around with the controller, shift positions, you're not locked in like you would be with a Wiimote where you have to point at the sensor bar. It's a nice modern option to play Mario Galaxy 1. But playing Mario Galaxy 2 also made me re-fall in love with the Wiimote nunchuck setup. These games just feel at home on the Wii. I don't think playing Mario Galaxy on a Pro Controller versus a Wiimote, there is a superior way. Both are very viable options to play the game. I also know this is a hot take. I liked the face ship in Mario 2 more than the Comet Observatory in Galaxy 1. Purely as a hub, I think the storytelling with the Comet Observatory being Princess Rosalina's first Luma friend that she travels through the stars with. Spoiler alerts for Galaxy 1. But I think that Luma becoming the Comet Observatory and how you slowly relight up different areas and you're collecting Lumas and you see the core of the observatory get brighter and different rooms get power. It's cool. I like the sense of community of bringing this ship back to life. You also get that on the face ship with Galaxy 2. It's not as magical because it strips away Rosalina. Instead of the big observatory, you're just on a small planetoid structure. But actually, that's what I like about it more, is the small planetoid structure. It does the same thing as Galaxy 1. As you meet new people, you're filling up the observatory, you're filling up the face ship, but since the face ship has less real estate, it feels even livelier, arguably, to me, than the Comet Observatory. And yeah, that's my hot take. I think story-wise, I do like the backstory of the Comet Observatory, and I do miss Rosalina and Rosalina's storybook. I think the trade-off of just a really solid hub world with everything right there, and then you can just jump to the steering wheel and go to any of the levels you want instead of having to run every which way to play different levels. I think the system's it makes more sense. It's more fluid. I like how the face ship is optimized for gameplay and getting you into levels. The Comet Observatory has you running a little more back and forth to get to your levels. Usually I don't mind this so much because another thing that the Comet Observatory has over the face ship is the theme song. Just humming the Comet Observatory theme song gets me in the mood to play Galaxy 1. That is a good theme. The magic of the Comet Observatory is undeniable, but when it comes down to taste, I just prefer the face ship. So once again, Galaxy 2, can easily see myself going back to that one. I think it's the one I like more out of the two games. I think that focus on gameplay really did do it for me. Like Galaxy 1 is laying the groundwork and you're getting the concepts down, and then Nintendo really mastered it with Galaxy 2.